I'm Donal Skehan. I live in Dublin and I write about food for a living. In fact, it's a subject I'm pretty passionate about. I'm not a chef. I learned everything I know about cooking at home, so I'm a true believer that anyone can cook. And I mean anyone. All it takes is a bit of confidence and you can be a kitchen hero.
It's book 2. It's called Kitchen Hero, and I am here with the Kitchen Hero, Donal Skehan, who is now going to be on our screens on RT1.
Yes, all very exciting. I was just saying this is a fantastic tradition we are establishing here, that you come to every launch and do a little interview.
Donal, many people, for those who don't know, you started a blog called Good Mood Food.
Yes.
All about food that will put you in a good mood.
Yes.
Healthy food.
Which has since gone now, which I'm a little bit sad about.
Oh, yeah, we've got
over on donalskehan.com. So .com, yeah. But very international.
donalskehan.com.
Exactly. Right. But yeah, so it kind of it's a little bit too mainstream, I find. You know, you don't get that kind of exclusive blogging feel that you did with the other blog, but it's great. It's still going.
And it is still you. It's not some lackey.
No. Unfortunately, I still have to work hard. I don't have the money to pay them. So.
Oh well. This from the young fella who. Okay, so you've got book 2. You've been on UK TV a lot.
Yeah.
You've been on the afternoon show on RTE.
Which is now 4 Live.
Which is 4 Live, the afternoon show.
Pretty much the same thing.
They'll kill me for saying that. With Maura, and things have just gone brilliant over the last year.
It's gone really well. I think, you know, from where I started, you know, I'm not a trained chef, I'm a home cook, and that's what I always started with. It's a huge kind of achievement to have come up the ranks of the foodie world without kind of going the natural route, which is kind of getting trained and working somewhere. And so I think it's more of a sign of the times of where we're at and how we're kind of consuming things, you know, and not only eating but consuming information and stuff like that. You know, I think one of the big people, when I get hits on my website, it's through people Googling for recipes. So, you know, it's interesting to see how people are looking for recipes. There'll always be a place for cookbooks, I truly believe. But I do think people are kind of looking to the internet a lot more for inspiration when it comes to cooking.
Cool. And are you working hard? Like, is this keeping you full time? Are you now Donal Skehan, self-employed, full time?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's a nice bit of freedom in what I'm doing because I do have kind of a lot of creative control about what's happening.
Yes.
So it's a great. I mean, it's my dream job. You know, I'm doing what I want to do, and I have control, which is for a control freak like me, it's important.
And are you experimenting much with your food?
I am. I think. In this book, what I wanted to do was kind of really make simple recipes become available, but yet still be inspirational and not just kind of plain old spaghetti bolognese. You know, like there is a recipe for bolognese, but it's a healthy 5-veg version, so there's something always a little bit different. But yeah, there's lots of kind of family favourites, but there is lots of stuff that are interesting and lots of stuff with really interesting flavours. So I hope there's something in there for everybody.
Everything from sticky barbecue spare ribs to individual broccoli quiches to cocktails. Cocktails.
Yeah. I've grown up now. I don't look. I'm not 8. I'm over 18.
You're over 18. To which we had lamb shank with lentils.
Right.
Yes.
Very nice. They're beautifully, tenderly cooked. Did you have it with lentils?
Did we have it with lentils?
Yeah.
She's nodding.
Good job.
Yes, we have it with lentils. Tell me about the TV series.
Okay, the TV series, actually I've been preparing this in my mind because I'm going to stand up there and do a speech about it, but the TV series kind of came about, I was actually, bring you back to the release of Good Mood Food, I was on Tuberty's, Ryan Tuberty's breakfast show and had an interview with him, which went really well. Got a load of interesting phone calls after that. It was the kind of first big one in Ireland, and one of them happened to be David Hare from In Production, who produces Nev Maguire and Rachel Allen's TV shows. So he was really interested in putting together a TV show, and it was actually through David that I was introduced to Jenny Heller, who commissioned the cookbook. So it all kind of came about together like that, and it's gone kind of. They were my dream team, and I got my dream team. They're the crack team of cookery books and TV series.
Fish pie is one of those dishes people seem to love or hate, but I'm going to show you how to love it. It's one of those really easy dishes to have made in advance, and so you can really enjoy the time with your friends rather than being stuck in the kitchen. So, to start off, I have some peeled and diced potatoes, about 900 grams, and I'm just going to top them up with some cold water, and we're going to get these on the boil while we get the rest of the ingredients started.
Brilliant. And I had another quick question there. What was it? Oh, gone completely out of my head. We will be cutting this part out of the recipes, TV. Oh yes, the RTE guide. You're in this week's RTE guide. Let's do that.
It's not like
cover my.
Okay, do you know what? We were talking about this, and that's like the ultimate thing. Like, I mean,
Really?
come on, the RT guide. If anyone Irish knows about the RT guide, you know, it's one of like the key things that like my grandparents religiously buy it. You know,
Right.
they have it and they circle things in it. So like to be on the cover is a big deal in my house. Yeah, it's I guess. When you're on the front cover of the RT guide, you know you're doing something right,
And do you still get a thrill out of this sort of stuff? Because I've seen you on the cover of other food and wine magazines. You're on TV a lot, as I say. You're doing shows in the UK and stuff. Are you still enjoying the buzz?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
really?
It's you kind of realise that it's the little things that kind of. It's those little things that just make everything so exciting,
Right.
and I think it's unfortunate because you kind of become addicted to that, you know, and
Okay.
you have to be on the cover of something.
Right.
But no, it's something that it kind of reassures you that you're doing something right, I suppose. I suppose I still need that reassurance. Hopefully, as I grow a little bit older, I won't need to be on the cover of something. But no, it's a fantastic. It's a fantastic kind of gesture on behalf of people like the editors of the RTE guide, like because they believe in you enough to put you on the front cover, and so it's a big deal for me. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Don't have too much fun. Okay, so I have the fish pie in the oven. While it's heating through, I'm going to make an apple and blackberry crumble with the blackberries, which my friends have generously picked for me. I'm in another kitchen, so I don't know exactly where everything is. I have a weighing scales, and we're just going to weigh out the ingredients. But I mean, don't worry too much about having exactly the right weights, because it is that kind of dish. It's a little bit more kind of hands-on slapdash. So it's
Since last we spoke at the launch of your first book, the Irish Food Blogging Association, Irish Food Blogging, has just exploded hugely.
Yeah.
Like, are you still in touch with it? Do you still meet up? And
Yeah. No, in
tweet?
fact, I think what kind of got the ball rolling was I organised an event with Borbia.
Yes.
And it was the first kind of thing that Irish food bloggers all came together and came to an event together. So that was kind of the starter things, and I think everyone knew from that point, you know, we'd want to meet up again. And since then, it's rolled into something that's just continually growing. In fact, Kristen and Caroline, the fantastic ladies behind the IFBA, are continuously kind of pushing for it. And I was only onto them recently, and they were telling me they have to update their blog roll on a continual basis. So it's fantastic. I mean, and it kind of shows the interest of cooking in Ireland. And I mean, whereas I used to know every single food blogger, I'm embarrassed to say that I can't keep track of them now, because there is just so many. I mean, I did an event over in France for French food bloggers, and over there I think they have thousands and thousands. You know, so we've still a good bit to go, but we are a smaller nation, and there's a really good ethos behind it. And I think the beautiful thing about it is that everyone's encouraging everyone else, and I think you can never step away too far from that. And hopefully my blog still is in tune with that. And we actually had an Irish food bloggers launch for the book as well. So
brilliant. Okay,
yeah, that was
cool.
great.
And final question, because people are arriving for your launch here in Solace.
I've got some sort of deja vu here.
I know.
Isn't it?
Tell me, do you still think that somebody who is really passionate about food and sticks photos up on a blog could get a book about it, could get onto TV?
Absolutely,
Could get a
absolutely.
career.
I think, you know, I guess the way I came about it, obviously I might be the first one in Ireland to have done it from to book to TV. And I think, you know, there's continual room for these things. You know, I would never knock anyone for trying, because I think it's always important to keep pushing. You know, there's always place for other people. You know, so if anyone's out there who wants to start food blogging, or you know, wants to write a cookbook, go and do it. Write out your lists, write out the recipes, do it. And I think taking the first step is always the hardest, but it's the one thing that will get you to your end goal.
Okay, she's going to make me cook something tomorrow evening.
Right.
Pick out one recipe.
Okay, that's always a hard one.
That's always a hard one.
Well, now do you want a dessert? Or
While you're picking out your recipe, I
Right.
want to know what your favourite guilty pleasure food-wise is.
Okay, do you want to hear? This is terribly embarrassing. My guilty food pleasure is something I developed when I was younger, and this is totally guilty. This is totally awful, and you're quoting me on it now. But fish fingers on a bed of waffles with lots of tomato ketchup and a waffle on top. I haven't had one for years, but when I was growing up, they were my like guilty pleasure.
So if you ever come over, I'll cook you that, no problem.
Good on you. Okay, fish finger waffle sandwiches.
Yeah.
I would suggest my favourite dish from this is the Asian pork lettuce cups.
Okay.
Lots of zingy flavours, aromatic stuff. There's ginger, there's garlic, and I all served in a baby gem lettuce leaf. You can't go wrong. I promise you'll be.
And all
you'll be
the
happy.
ingredients I assume I could pick up in
Very
Dublin,
easy, yeah. And if you go down the road here, there's the Asian market, and you can stock your Asian store cupboard. And but there's, I mean, that's the whole thing about the book. You know, it's using store cupboard ingredients and using things you can get readily available. And if you don't have it, it's easy enough to find.
The book?
No, the book. The ingredients. The ingredients, the book, and everything. And there you go.
But the book is easy enough.
The book is easy enough to find.
In all good bookstores now.
Yeah, and it's signed copies are available on the website donalskehan.com.
There you go. Thanks, Toby.
Thank you.
Cheers. No problem.
Hey, you ready for some fish pie? Getting a bit excited there.
Thank you.
The marrow fast.
Dig in.
I have to say.
Hey, you ready for apple crumble? Apple and blackberry crumble. Okay. Who has a sir?
What's the Beatles, man?